Hey, check this out.
All right. So, playing card, Sharpie. Watch. Heat it up a little bit and. What's up, guys? My name is Vinchenzo, and I don't have a title for this yet, but we'll work on that later. We'll call it the Vincenzo's show for now. How's that sound? All right, so you saw a trick earlier. In case you haven't figured it out by now, I'm a magician, so I do magic. Awesome. So this show is going to be kind of a variety show. There's going to be magic, and it's going to be me talking. I don't know. I'm going to do kind of like stand-up. And this is whatever comes to my mind, whatever I'm feeling. Nothing too deep, all right? This is, my job as a magician is to make you forget about reality for a moment. So, this is no different. We're just going to talk about random shit. So, I figure we'll start, and we'll end with another trick, just for a little eye candy for you guys. So, I'm thinking, what should we talk about today, Joe? You know what? I'm going to borrow something. If you ever seen, I always mess up his last name, George Carlin, I think it's George Carlin. You've probably seen him. If you ever seen Bill and Ted, he's the guy with the time traveling phone booth. I came across one of his stand-ups on YouTube the other day, and a little segment, and he talked about self-help books. Ugh. And it's funny because it's my same mindset with self-help books. Now, I don't remember his whole stand-up, but basically he's like, hey, if you helped yourself, you didn't need help, because life's not that complicated, which is true. Now, again, I'm sure a lot, this is not a blanket view on things. For some people, life is one thing or another, but it comes to something in my mind. People like motivational speakers, self-help books, The Secret, all that fun stuff, and to me, life is not that complicated. I mean, there's bumps and forks in the road sometimes, but for more or less, if you need a book or some outside source to tell you how to do things like weight loss, okay? Weight loss is not really a big secret. It's literally eating healthier and exercising more. Now, if you're someone who does need a little nudge, that's cool, man, but it's not rocket science. So that's always been my gripe with like motivational and self-help people. Now, hopefully I'm not pissing anybody off, but hey, that's life, man. So what else? I don't really have an extensive view on that. I didn't write anything down, but that came to my mind because he's one of my favorite comedians. I mean, he's dead now, but he's one of my favorite comedians, and I don't know how to describe it. My sense of humor is a little cynical, and not that I don't give a shit about people, but I'm like, I'm not really too concerned with other people's problems. I got my own issues to deal with, but that's just where my mind is thinking today. And actually, I want to touch upon something else. Horoscopes. I was talking with you, Joe, earlier about horoscopes. Now, what? Yeah, you. He's like, don't deny it. So horoscopes. Now, I don't know all the astrology signs. I don't know if you tell me what month you're born, I don't know what sign that is, unless it's if you're born in April, I'm guessing you're a Taurus like me, which apparently means I'm stubborn, which I think is bullshit. But anyway, it's funny that okay, we'll break this down. Horoscopes. You got the horoscopes that you get from like newspapers, magazines. It's like, oh, hey, your day's a 7. Don't be extremely rude to strangers. I'm like, I don't see how that's very specific to your astrological sign. That's just good advice. Just don't be rude to people. And stuff like that. So I'm, and people really take that to heart. Like, oh, what's my horoscope say? I'm like, it doesn't matter. So it's the same for everybody. Literally, if you take whatever the horoscopes say, if you don't even mention the astrological signs, just read what they describe. They're pretty generic. They apply to anybody. It's like, hey, you're having financial problems. Who isn't? Hey, try to be more bold in life. I'm like, that's good advice for anybody. Then Joe and I were talking about, the personality traits that they tell you. Like, I'm stubborn. What are you, Gemini? Capricorn. Probably the same thing to me. I don't know. Capricorn, you just like to work all the time, something like that. Libras or something. I don't know. And I'm gonna use this word a lot. My gripe is people when they really into astrological signs, they blame their personality traits on it, but not like they're good personality traits. Like, oh, I'm a hard worker because I'm this. No, it's like, no, I'm a bitch because I'm this. Like, I'm sorry I ran over all those school kids. I'm an asparagus. I was born in July when the moon was full, and there was a naked homeless man dancing outside the hospital. This is how it is. But it's very, yeah. Well, dude, it's like, same shit. You can literally name it. I'm an asparagus. I'm a hobo clown. I'm a non-binary tech helicopter. So whatever. I'm sweating. So we were talking about that, and I don't know. To me, horoscopes are BS. There's this to base, say that the people are a certain way just because when they were born. I'm like, because, we're going like this like surface personality. He's like, okay, stubborn. A lot of people are stubborn. I will admit I am stubborn, but I have the same trait as my father, who's not a Taurus. So I don't think that's necessarily just a Taurus thing. But one thing I'll probably get into that I'll reflect upon next time we do this is apparently if you go down the rabbit hole of like what your sign means or what it says about you, I might apparently find some horrifying things. Like, first of all, where do I find this? Like, do I have to go to like the deep web? The deep web. So it's like a .onion. Okay. Oh shit! I don't have Bitcoin for this. But I'm all right. I'm sure you can. I'm sure someone has a blog about it online. Some 19-year-old internet thought has a section about horoscopes. But I'm curious now. Like, I want to see what it says. Like, if I say Taurus, like, hey, on Wednesdays you wipe your ass circularly and in circular motion. I'm like, wow. I'm not saying I do that, but that's very specific. On Wednesdays, exactly. This feels right. Middle of the week, just take care of that. Switch it up. Yeah. Oh, you're talking about the ass wiping. Yeah, switching up the ass. Because this front to back, clean to dirty. But then it's like, hey, you know what? Let's have some fun. Let's get crazy. This took a weird turn, man. Well, here's the thing. You got to get so it starts in a squat position. Oh. In case you guys are wondering, this is pretty much how this is going to be. I'm just going to talk random shit. When I talk to Joe off camera here, because, he's a cool dude. We vibe. There will be times we will have a guest. Well, we'll talk about whatever they're doing. We'll talk about life, projects they may be doing, and of course, the creme de la creme, magic. I'll do magic tricks for them because I'm quite literally a whore. I do tricks for money. So, my mom's going to see this. I can tell how proud she's going to be. But yeah, so I think this is pretty good though. This is kind of like a stand-up comedy vibe. I'm trying not to ramble, not to go, because I do that a lot. Yeah, those like little bumper words, like when I don't, like I just did. So, yeah, I don't know. We're trying to fill 10 minutes on this. All right. Let's see. What else do I want to talk about? I will touch on one current event. Like I said, I don't want to go too much into current events. Not politics. Not because I'm not political, but I think we get enough of that right now. And I just want to entertain people. I want to make you laugh. I want to make you think about things differently. But I do want to talk about GameStop. The whole thing with GameStop. Now, I'm not really into the stock market. I know a little bit. I'm a layman when it comes to stock market. But can we just... acknowledge how crazy that was. That a Reddit post went viral, and everyone was like, "Hey, buy GameStop," and GameStop shot up, and that's awesome. But of course, it pissed off the hedge funds, pissed off the 1%, which you're not allowed to do in America. Don't piss off the 1%, and then everything's Gucci. But I'm not, we're not gonna get into details about it, but that was just crazy how, like, that's just the power of the internet, man. Like, right now, I mentioned ass wiping, people are gonna start doing it. Toilet paper stocks are gonna go up. That's gonna be the next TikTok challenge. How many rotations can you do with a piece of Charmin? Awesome, but not seriously. Can I be in it? I have real world experience. real world experience. But yeah, man, that's just boggled my mind, dude. Even if you're not into stock markets, this is like some dude's like, hey, here's a stock that all these hedge funds want to fail. Let's fuck with them. Let's start buying into it. And of course, people did that. Downside though is once it got to the high point, like 480, 430, that's when it started going down. And at that point, let's be honest, some dumb bastard took out like 20 grand out of his out of his savings, sold off some stuff, took out another mortgage thinking like, oh, I'm gonna get rich off GameStop, and now you checked this morning, it was like $60 a share. So that was a fun ride, but yeah, that's crazy though. Yeah, like I said, man, we gotta make something go viral, capitalize on it. Yeah, maybe not the ass wiping thing. That's right. That's a niche market. Dogecoin. I've been seeing that. And Elon Musk says buy Dogecoin. Everyone's buying Dogecoin now. And I don't know. I haven't got into it because honestly, the cryptocurrency thing, I don't fully understand it. And my only problem is that it's as volatile as anything else. And not that stocks aren't volatile on its own, but cryptocurrency, I mean, let's be honest, it's coding. You're buying coding essentially. At least that's the way I understand it. Comment below if you want to correct me. But you're not really putting money into anything tangible, and that's my only thing. At least when you put money into a stock, you're putting it towards something that's real. Apple. Apple's a company. Apple makes a bunch of stuff. Apple makes, I don't think that's an Apple phone, but it makes a lot of things. There's an Apple phone. See, Apple makes that. So see, that's tangible. If I buy a share of Apple, okay, I know more or less where my money's going. Well, not going towards, but what I'm investing in. Cryptocurrency, you're investing in like, oh, here's something that's going to replace money, which if you think about money's already been replaced. Like, when was the last time anyone carries cash? I carry $1. I don't know why. I just have it. The rest of the time, this is like on my phone or a debit card. You just slide it in and, wait for it to make the funny sound. It's not like, your first time at prom. Yeah, we're gonna put a drum set right there. So I'm just gonna go every time I say something stupid. So let's see. I think that's all I wanna. Yeah, let's hit one another trick. Got a minty lifesaver. Right. All right, guys, I hope you like that. I hope you enjoyed this, whatever this is. This is literally an experiment. We're going to see how this flows. But if you guys want to keep seeing this, comment, subscribe, especially comment. Tell me it was awesome. Tell me it was shit. Give me topics to talk about. I'll do mild research about it. But if you want to follow me, check me out on Instagram, Vinchenzo_magic. We'll put it here somewhere. Joe will take care of that. And if you want to give me money for no reason, if you want to treat me like any other internet thought, go to my Cash App. It'll be right here as well.